Hey, welcome back, guys. So my name's Anthony Chambers. I am a real estate agent here in California. And on this channel, I just talk about real estate related topics, usually having to do with California real estate. And today we're going to talk about a question that a lot of sellers give me. And that is, how can I pass the inspections that a buyer performs? So let's go ahead and get that started. So usually what's going to happen is once a buyer makes an offer on your home, it's not quite a slam dunk. So they're going to call in professionals like a roofing contractor, a fireplace specialist, plumbers, electricians, a lot of different experts to review the home, inspect the home, and figure out what could possibly go wrong with the home or what needs to be upgraded, things like that. So when I talk to my clients, the seller, I let them know that don't think of it as a pass or no pass when it comes to a home inspection. Mostly what that is for is so that way the buyer understands what type of an investment they're about to get themselves into. Don't be scared off about this. This is actually just a typical process, and it allows the buyer to feel comfortable about their upcoming purchase. Most of the time, it's not going to be a pass or a fail. It just lets the buyer know what type of expenses that they can expect over the coming years for that house. And they can make an informed decision if they decide to continue the purchase of your home. So there will be times when the buyer performs their investigation and they decide that the home is just too much of an investment for them to continue on, and then they end up canceling the transaction. Also, another thing I want to note about the buyer's investigation on your home is this is actually good for the seller. Again, this is just an investigation on the buyer's behalf, and that way they know what they're getting themselves into. Because as a seller, the last thing you want to do is end up in court maybe 6 months, a year, 2 years down the line about something that the buyer didn't understand about the home. Maybe you didn't disclose it, maybe you didn't know to disclose it, or maybe you didn't know that it existed. So by them calling in their professionals and figuring out what is wrong with the home and what it's going to cost, this lets the buyer know, and it discloses to the buyer all these different issues with the home. So that way it's less likely that they come back to you and say, hey, you didn't tell us about this and we had no idea about this. So just to kind of recap how to pass the buyer's investigation inspections. Again, it's not a pass or fail. You actually want these professionals to go in and provide their opinion in writing to the buyer, and that way the buyer understands and it's been fully disclosed any kind of issues with the home, and that way it helps prevent any kind of liability on the seller's half. So if there's anything about your home that you feel like the inspections didn't reveal or didn't disclose to the new buyer, be sure to talk to your agent or your attorney about that. And then that way they can help guide you on how to disclose that and how to prevent any issues down the line. So what about you? When you were selling your home, what type of issues or reports did the buyer get on your house? Leave me a comment below. I'm always kind of curious. I know that it varies from place to place and market to market, so be sure to leave me a comment. And I hope you found the video useful. If so, click thumbs up, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching.